Hey, we're here with Mark Chesnutt, legendary country performer, who we've known for many, many years, and big fans, and we follow him all over the country, all over the world, in fact. And so it's just fun to be here. Mark, I remember your first song. Tell us about your first hit record.
My first hit record, yeah. Too Cold at Home came out in June of 1990. And I remember I couldn't wait to get that record out so I could get on the Ralph Emery show. Nashville Now, I believe it was called.
Nashville Now, yeah. So all your hit records over the years just kept going and going. And I remember we were talking one time, and you told me about Friends in Low Places.
Yeah.
Which you recorded long before Garth came along.
Well, about 2 weeks before Garth did it.
Really?
So Garth actually recorded the demo of that song.
So, all the songs you hear about, the songwriters, and more famous now because the songwriters are writing, I think, so much better than they did years ago. You didn't ever hear about a songwriter, unless...
They didn't glorify the songwriter. They didn't give them a lot of credit back then.
Yeah.
Now we're paying tribute to a lot of them because a lot of those great songwriters are gone now.
Yeah.
Hank Cochran.
Yeah.
And Harlan Howard, they're not around anymore. And back in the 90s when I was running around Nashville, they were still writing songs and drinking beer.
Sitting at the bar. I remember seeing Harlan Howard sitting at the bar.
I used to go over there and drink with him.
Yeah.
And these guys back in the old days, they wrote all these monster hits that we're still singing today. They wrote them sitting around in a garage or in a bar, and they just songs came to them and they wrote them.
So you still live in Houston?
I live in just outside of Beaumont. I never lived in Houston. I've been telling you that for 25 years.
I know, but when I think of Texas, I only think of Houston.
You had a good time there once.
Yes, at the rodeo.
Yeah.
So these festivals are great, and we always have.
What did I miss?
It's about time. It's about time for me to go on stage, and you're just showing up. I'm gonna get me some Daisy Dukes like all these girls are wearing out here. I'll come in here. And
you would look good in those Daisy Dukes.
Oh, I do. You ought to see it.
Well, we're glad to have you at the festival once again. It seems we always run into you at the Country
I know,
Thunders.
man. I was wondering if you were going to be here, and I'm so glad to see you.
Always good to see you. Thanks.
Yeah, it's always fun. My old friends.
Thank you.
My Ralph Emery heroes.